The teasers dropped, the fandom went silent. In an instant, the entire K-pop world was turned upside down.
Oh, totally.
The visuals were too unreal, the genetics too flawless. But this time, well, it wasn't even the idol breaking the internet. It was her family.
Right, because usually, I mean, this industry runs on a perfectly manufactured, ironclad mystique, you know.
Yeah.
Agencies spend millions crafting an idol's aura. But when a single candid photo drops and literally stops millions of scrolling thumbs, you just know a fundamental shift is happening in how we consume fandom culture.
Welcome to Starscope K-Report. Join us as we ride the Hallyu wave, uncovering the biggest K-pop comebacks, shocking industry controversies, and major K-drama updates.
Yes.
From internet-breaking rumors to historic chart milestones, we dive deep into the world of Korean entertainment.
And today we are unpacking the absolute viral explosion surrounding BABYMONSTER's Hongdae Chiquita and her family's jaw-dropping visuals.
We're looking at reports from Koreaboo, viral YouTube sightings, and massive Reddit threads today.
It is the absolute definition of a genetic lottery, but it's also, like, so much more than that. We constantly analyze top-tier visuals in K-pop, but seeing it run this deep and this publicly in one family, it is completely unprecedented for a rookie group.
Let's start with the catalyst, right? The data shows this entirely kicked off with a fan sighting in Hongdae.
Right, out of nowhere.
According to a viral YouTube clip and a Koreaboo report, a fan was walking through the district, spotted Chiquita, and noticed she was shopping with a woman they immediately assumed was her older sister.
Which, I mean, is the most natural assumption in the world when you look at the photo.
Oh, absolutely.
The youthfulness is actually staggering.
But the reality was it was her mother, Warot Thanet Warikit. And that fan's realization triggered a massive wave of online attention.
Seriously.
Fast forward shortly after that sighting, and Chiquita's mom decides to upload a video to TikTok.
Oh my gosh, the Sheesh challenge.
Yes.
This is the exact moment my entire timeline completely lost its collective mind.
I remember that.
When BABYMONSTER had their comeback with Sheesh, the choreography was notoriously difficult.
Right. It's intense.
Yeah, it relies heavily on that signature YG hip-hop bounce, extreme core control, and very sharp isolation movements. It requires an insane amount of energy to pull off without looking stiff.
Definitely.
So this video pops up on TikTok of a woman just absolutely annihilating the challenge.
Wow.
Perfect timing, incredible swag, hitting every single beat. K-nets and international fans immediately started quote-tweeting it, assuming like, oh, wow, this is a really talented teenage trainee or a hardcore dance cover artist.
But the metrics tell a completely different story.
Right.
Once the fandom realized who was actually in the video, the engagement just skyrocketed.
Oh, this is wild.
We're talking over 14,000 likes on single reaction tweets with nearly 2 million impressions just analyzing her face and her dance moves.
Yeah.
The comment sections turned into an absolute frenzy with people actively demanding that this trainee debut immediately.
The sheer chaos of K-pop fans realizing they are standing a fifth-generation idol's mother is, like, the best kind of chaos.
It really is.
And it wasn't just her.
No, it wasn't. The viral Twitter threads quickly expanded to include photos of Chiquita with both her mom and her stepdad.
Right.
And the reaction to the stepdad was equally baffled. You had fans tweeting things like, is there a reason her stepdad looks 28?
Yeah.
And did her mom have her as a teenager?
The collective double take of the internet was palpable.
Seriously.
Fans were literally saying their hearts dropped because the parents looked like they could be sitting next to them in a university lecture hall.
Wow.
It creates this very surreal disconnect for the fans.
I want to look at the mechanics of why this visual shock is so intense, though. We easily write this off as just incredible genetics and maybe some top-tier Thai skincare. But I want to propose something I call an idol halo effect, or like an aura contagion.
Oh, okay. What do you mean?
Think about it like framing a piece of art. If you take a pretty good painting and put it in a cheap plastic frame, it looks completely average.
Right.
But if you put that exact same painting inside a high-end, custom-lit, museum-quality designer frame, it suddenly looks like a priceless masterpiece.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going.
The YG Entertainment debut, the massive budget, the luxury brand deals, the custom styling, that is a very powerful frame.
Oh, totally.
Does that intense, highly funded superstar aesthetic naturally spill over to the family members standing next to the idol?
That is a fascinating way to look at it. The aura contagion makes a lot of sense.
Right.
I mean, you cannot deny the baseline bone structure and genetics here. They're objectively stunning people.
Absolutely.
But when your daughter is suddenly a global ambassador, flying first class and wearing custom designer outfits, The family's baseline for grooming, styling, and public presentation is inevitably going to elevate.
Exactly, it's unavoidable.
They are stepping into a massive global spotlight. They might not have explicitly auditioned for it, but they are absolutely owning it.
Yeah, they are.
And honestly, if you think the parents' visuals are insane, just wait until we talk about the older brother.
Oh, boy.
Fans literally thought an ENHYPEN member had cloned himself.
Which is a perfect segue, because the fact that her brother is also making waves proves this isn't just an isolated incident of a viral TikTok.
Right, it runs in the family.
If the parents possess this level of visual impact, the data suggests that the siblings would inherit that exact same superstar DNA. And the stats from BABYMONSTER and Koreaboo confirm this. Chiquita has an older brother, Kpop, born in 2006.
Yep.
And he isn't just a visual standing in the background. He is a fully debuted idol himself.
He went through the absolute ringer to get there, too. It's not just a casual hobby because his sister is famous.
Exactly. Let's break down the mechanics of his debut, because it's crucial context here.
Yeah.
He competed on 789's Survival. For those tracking the evolution of the industry, survival shows are grueling.
Oh, they are brutal.
They are highly engineered pressure cookers designed to test not just vocal and dance ability, but, psychological resilience.
Right, and the capacity to attract a dedicated voting fan base under extreme stress.
Exactly. Kpop fought his way through those weekly evaluations, secured his spot in the final lineup, and officially debuted in December 2023 with the 12-member Thai group BUS.
Their debut track, Because of You I Shine, immediately put him on the map.
It did.
He proved he has the vocal stability and the stage presence to command an audience.
Good.
But of course, the K-pop fandom couldn't just focus on the music.
Naturally.
We have to talk about the ENHYPEN connection because this completely took over social media.
The visual comparisons were inescapable.
Inescapable. When photos of Chiquita and Kpop together started circulating, specifically amplified by massive viral accounts like @ViralTakes and @Pink's BABYMON, international fans were screaming.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Because Kpop bears an uncanny resemblance to ENHYPEN's Jay.
Let's talk about the specific features being analyzed here, because fans were zeroing in on very particular traits.
It is the smile line.
Right.
It's the exact structure of the jaw, the styling of the hair, the specific way their eyes curve when they laugh. One fan famously tweeted, "Saw the picture before the caption," and let me tell you, my heart dropped to my ass because they genuinely thought Jay was hanging out with BABYMONSTER.
Oh, wow.
People were doing constant, frantic double takes.
Yes.
It just cemented this narrative that top-tier visuals are deeply unfairly embedded in this family's genetic code.
But let's look at this through an industry lens rather than just chalking it all up to DNA.
Okay.
K-pop agencies are famous for a tactic we can call look-alike marketing.
Oh, absolutely.
When an agency debuts a rookie, they often deliberately style their hair, their makeup, and their wardrobe to evoke the visual signature of an established top-tier star from a previous generation.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
It's a very smart way to hack the algorithm and capture immediate attention from a pre-existing fandom. You see a rookie who looks just like your bias, and your brain automatically feels a sense of familiarity and warmth toward them.
Right.
Is it possible that Kpop's uncanny resemblance to Jay is less about pure genetics and more about a very strategic stylist knowing exactly what visual triggers K-pop fans respond to?
Well, I mean, that is a highly cynical but incredibly accurate breakdown of how styling works in this industry.
Yeah.
Lookalike marketing is absolutely a tool agencies use to cross-pollinate fandoms. However, I will defend Kpop here.
Go for it.
You can style hair and apply makeup to mimic a certain vibe, but you cannot contour a permanent smile line or physically alter a jaw structure without surgery.
That is a fair point.
The stylist definitely leaned into the edgy, sharp aesthetic that ENHYPEN is known for, which amplified the resemblance. But the canvas they were working on, that baseline bone structure, was entirely genetic.
It's a powerful combination of nature and industry machinery. And if you love staying updated on your biases, the intricate mechanics behind their styling, and all their hidden lore, make sure you're subscribed to Starscope K-Report. You've got even bigger scoops ahead.
You definitely want to make sure you're subscribed, because everything we've talked about so far, the viral visuals, the survival show debuts, was really just the setup.
Yeah.
The family's visibility on social media recently escalated into a situation that completely broke the internet.
The massive visibility of this family is exactly what sets up our next major point. Historically, K-pop families stay entirely in the shadows.
Right, you never see them.
But this family's unique, highly public presence led directly to the massive Reddit bomb dropped on the BABYMONSTER subreddit.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Chiquita's mom took to her personal Instagram, which is not a locked private account, by the way. It boasts over 300,000 followers.
Crazy.
And she took to it to announce that she was 3 months pregnant.
Which is such wonderful news. But the way she communicated it was so specific to the K-pop industry timeline.
Right. She explicitly stated in her post that she deliberately waited until both of her children had officially debuted, Chiquita securing her spot in BABYMONSTER, and Copper debuting with BUS before she pursued new procedures to get pregnant.
Wow.
She explained that she didn't want the stress, the physical toll, or the nerves of a pregnancy to potentially interfere with her ability to support them during the most critical milestones of their careers.
That is dedication.
Yeah. And so in 2025, a new half-brother named Caden was born.
The timeline of the fandom's reaction to this announcement is genuinely one for the history books.
Is a mess.
Because when the translated headlines first started hitting Twitter and Reddit, they were abbreviated. They just read, Chiquita will have a baby sibling.
Oh, no.
But K-pop fans are notorious for panic reading.
Right.
People were flooding the comments, absolutely hyperventilating, writing things like, I didn't read this right at all. I thought I missed 10 chapters.
That's hilarious.
And I read, Chiquita will have a baby, and my soul left my body.
Isn't she a teenager? The lack of reading comprehension on the internet will always provide a fascinating sociological study.
Literally.
But once the initial shock wore off, the community response was actually incredibly wholesome.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
According to Kpop, fans immediately started digging up Chiquita's pre-debut baby photos from 2009. They were making side-by-side comparisons, analyzing the genetics all over again, and warmly welcoming the new baby to the extended YG family. The maknae of BABYMONSTER literally got her own maknae.
It was a really sweet moment of collective fandom celebration. People were already joking that given the track records of Chiquita and Copper, baby Caden is basically guaranteed to debut as a 7th-generation idol in about 15 years.
I mean, it's written in the stars at this point.
Seriously.
It's a great narrative, and it drives immense engagement. But this Instagram announcement didn't just bring in congratulations.
No, it did.
It acted as a catalyst, triggering one of the most intense, highly polarized debates K-pop fandoms have seen all year regarding the actual mechanics of idol privacy.
The tone shifted violently in certain corners of the internet. Koreaboo published a deep dive detailing a massive wave of backlash, specifically regarding BABYMONSTER's parents being this active and visible on social media platforms.
As we analyze this, we need to look at the underlying structures of how fandoms operate. We are seeing a complete fracture in how fans perceive the role of an idol's family. So impartially speaking, on side A of this debate, you have fans who advocate heavily for this new era of transparency.
Right.
They view Chiquita's parents, alongside the parents of other members like Farida and Haram, as a crucial, grounded support system.
Yeah, which makes sense.
We know the K-pop trainee system is grueling. It is notoriously isolating. So, for side A, seeing a mother actively cheering for her kid, participating in TikTok challenges, and graciously thanking fans in her Instagram comments feels refreshing. It humanizes the entire machine.
Exactly. For side A, knowing there are fierce, highly involved parents watching their children's every step gives the fans immense peace of mind. It acts as a safety net against the darker, more exploitative sides of the industry. But side B operates on a completely different psychological wavelength.
And side B is highly critical of this exact visibility.
Very critical. A large portion of K-nets and international fans worry deeply about the implications of this access.
Okay.
They are heavily using terms like stage parents or comparing the situation to dance moms.
Oh, wow.
Their core argument is that because Chiquita debuted so incredibly young, having parents who overshare on Instagram actively fuels dangerous parasocial relationships.
Let's unpack the mechanics of a parasocial relationship in K-pop because it is the foundational economic driver of the entire industry.
It really is.
Agencies monetize the illusion of intimacy. Through platforms like Weverse or Bubble, fans pay money to receive messages that feel like they are coming directly from the idol to them.
Yep.
It creates a carefully curated, highly controlled boyfriend or girlfriend or best friend dynamic. The idol is presented as belonging entirely to the fandom. The argument from side B is that by answering fan questions on social media and posting constant, unfiltered family updates, the parents are effectively shattering that curated illusion.
It completely breaks the immersion. And beyond the economic model, there is a very real concern for the minor's well-being. Side B argues that this level of public interaction strips these young idols of their fundamental right to privacy. There's a growing fear that the parents are leaning too far into the celebrity aspect of the lifestyle themselves.
Right, building their own influencer platforms off their children's backs rather than staying quietly and protectively in the background.
Exactly.
Which brings up an incredibly important structural question for the future of the industry. How does this compare to Western pop culture's momager phenomenon?
Oh, that's an interesting comparison.
Look at someone like Kris Jenner. She built a billion-dollar, multi-generational empire by explicitly making her family's private life entirely public.
Very true.
There were no boundaries. Is that where K-pop is heading? And if so, should agencies like YG Entertainment or HYBE be stepping in? Should they be enforcing strict social media non-disclosure agreements on the family members to protect the idol's manufactured image and privacy? Or is the K-pop industry naturally inevitably evolving to embrace full family transparency?
That is the defining question for the fifth generation. Traditionally, K-pop agencies exert absolute microscopic control over the idol's image.
Right, everything is controlled.
Everything from their hair color to their diet to their off-the-cuff remarks is heavily monitored. The idol is presented as this almost unreachable, perfect, ethereal entity. But the moment a parent logs onto Instagram, drops a candid photo of the idol sleeping on the couch, and starts chatting with random fans in the comments, that entire structure of control completely shatters.
It recontextualizes the idol entirely.
It does. Suddenly, the untouchable global superstar is just a teenager with a mom who posts a little too much on the internet, which is incredibly relatable and very human. But relatable isn't always what the agency is trying to sell, and it's not necessarily what a large sector of the fandom is paying for.
Exactly.
The fandom wants the fantasy, not the unfiltered reality of a family group chat.
It's a fascinating, high-stakes tension between the manufactured illusion of the idol system and the authentic reality of the teenager actually holding the microphone.
Totally.
Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a KT update as this debate continues to unfold, because the data shows this friction between agencies, families, and fans is only going to escalate.
It absolutely is. As these idols debut younger and younger, the role of the parents is going to be scrutinized more than ever before.
Which leaves you with a lingering, somewhat provocative thought to consider.
Oh, what is it?
We know that Hallyu Wave is expanding globally, and Western audiences typically demand a much higher level of raw authenticity and behind-the-scenes access. If this influencer-style, highly public, highly visible idol family becomes the new standard operating procedure for the fifth and sixth generations of K-pop, does it completely destroy the traditional mystique of the untouchable idol?
It makes you wonder if that mystique was always just a fragile illusion to begin with.
Wow.
Like an illusion that only survived because the technology didn't exist yet for parents to broadcast their own perspectives.
Exactly. The industry spent decades building these perfect, impermeable walls around their artists. But it turns out all it takes to bring those walls down isn't a massive scandal or a contract dispute.
Right.
It's just a proud mother with a smartphone, a TikTok account, and phenomenal rhythm.
Seriously.
The dynamic has irreversibly changed, and agencies are going to have to figure out how to monetize the family tree or figure out how to hide it again.
I don't think you can put the genie back in the bottle, honestly. The fans have seen behind the curtain, and they are obsessed with what they found.
You've been listening to Starscope K-Report, where Eric and Minji bring you the stories shaping K-pop, K-dramas, and the global Hallyu Wave. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.